In Colorado's 8th Congressional District, you got Tyler Allcorn, Barbara Kirkmeyer, Jan Kuhlman, and Lori Sane, a Weld County Commissioner. So you have 4 Republicans who are all competing against each other. And I'm just going to read the answers for Tyler Allcorn. So here is Tyler Allcorn. He's a former U.S. Army Green Beret. And he is running to be your next congressman. He's a political newcomer who lives in western Nevada, which isn't in the 8th district. He plans to move into the district if voters elect him to represent them. All 4 candidates identify as being anti-abortion. I'm pro-life and believe in exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother, Allcorn said in a written statement. His campaign website says he believes in the sanctity of life and the unborn and that taxpayer money should never be used to subsidize abortion. Allcorn says, we don't need more laws on the books, and I will stand against any efforts to disarm law-abiding Americans. Passing laws that restrict firearm usage will only affect law-abiding citizens. Allcorn's campaign website says criminals will ignore these laws and good people will suffer. Allcorn also says he does not support a path to citizenship for undocumented immigrants already in the country. And they all call for tighter border security and other reforms. So the question is, do you support a path to legal citizenship for immigrants living in the U.S. illegally? Allcorn, no. How will you represent a district as diverse economically, demographically as the 8th district? Allcorn, I'm an immigrant to this country. I came here in 1993. I understand what it is to come to a new place, somewhere that's different from where you're growing up and from where you're from. I understand what the challenges are, Allcorn said at a May event hosted by the Republican Women of Weld. Allcorn also said, whether you like it or not, Joe Biden is currently sitting in the Oval Office and he shouldn't be, but he is because he was elected, Allcorn said at the Republican Women of Weld forum. He added, that doesn't mean that there isn't voter fraud that needs to be addressed in our country and that we need to look for policies to prevent that from happening again. He supports a requirement that voters show photo identification to cast a ballot, which Colorado does not require. I think photo ID laws are fine, and purging the voter rolls every 10 years is fine too. In fact, if Democrats would just do that, voter ID laws and purging the voter rolls, then the Republicans will never need a Republican to run our elections ever again. And what would be your top priority as a member of Congress? Allcorn's campaign didn't respond to that question. Allcorn, do you believe in climate change? Do you believe climate change is human caused? And if so, what should be done about it? Allcorn, we don't need to destroy our economy or pursue the new Green Deal policies of the radical left to protect our environment. Colorado is a world leader in responsible energy development, and we could supply the world if radical liberals would just get out of the way. Allcorn said at a March candidate forum, he said that the country needs to be energy independent and that the green energy industry is not ready to take over. So there you go. That's Allcorn. If you want to vote for Tyler Allcorn, well, then you got to move to the 8th Congressional District in Colorado so you can go vote for him.